Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ready.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A second down throw for Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Love. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First down, Love to pass. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Love now to pass on first down. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Love now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Love with it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. There he goes, right side.
Yo, that shit is trash. Every one of your corners is locking fucking Adams up. That's crazy. Let me go look at this shit, because this don't make no sense. Overall, 75. A win is 69. Man-to-man coverage, 76. Press 70. Let's go to Carlton Davis. He's good. He caught the pick. Press. But what's his overall? That shit's stupid, bro. Like, ain't no way in the world they should be holding.
Defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm getting picked off for fun. And I'm going to my best receiver. He's getting best receiver in the game, arguably getting locked up by niggas with no powers on out routes. Yikes.
Well, see, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
is made. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Again, McCaffrey hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys.
Yo, this is some sucker shit, man.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of
Some straight sucker shit.
at the 1 yard line and coughing it up.
Protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn, anybody. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. Or worse,
Sucker shit.
give it up a chance to get 3 points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against the secondary. That one wasn't successful, so don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
First carry now. This is Williams.
Straight sucker shit.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Yo, why you got all day to throw the ball?
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They snap it to Herbert.
Really?
Back with one complete. And he is
This nigga, yo. He's the top 3 luckiest niggas against me. He top 2. This shit is just disgusting. He went to do a post corner route, didn't even get off his route, and y'all gave it to him.
Here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the counter, here's Williams. Oh, he's got some down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now. He's got a man complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he'll decide to keep this once more. Herbert has it knocked free, and the Falcons grab it. And some space here. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Herbert off of play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to air one out. Touchdown! Chris Olave.
This is crazy. Your man throwing off his back foot, pressure on his neck. Yikes.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Herbert on 1st down now. Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it.
But none of my guys can catch contested catches, though, right?
15-yard line.
Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Takes it and just pops it forward.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we
This is disgusting.
To check in with Jonathan Coachman at our Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
Play action. It's Herbert. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Chris Olave. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession isn't.
And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Ready?
Love to throw for it on 4th. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On play action, Love to throw, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think he's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. This one swung out to Williams.
Touchdown Raiders!
Javonte Williams He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 67 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. First down, going to the air with Love. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. On first down, Justin Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth. They certainly are. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that. Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? Well, you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Love. It's caught here by Adams. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On
third down. Love rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He hits Adams, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Love. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
They're going to pass here with Herbert.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.